It's time for GMA3, looming food crisis. Less than 24 hours until federal food assistance runs out for more than 40 million Americans. How states are scrambling to make up the shortfall, while food banks brace for an influx of people, with lawmakers deadlocked over the government shutdown. We're celebrating Halloween New Orleans style. We're in the Big Easy with the costumes, floats, and marching bands filling the streets, rolling through the iconic French Quarter, and visiting the home that's become one of the most well-known Halloween attractions in the city.
It's showtime!
And Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. The cast of the hit Broadway musical is here, giving us a killer performance and telling us all about the production. It's time for GMA3.
From ABC News headquarters in New York City, this is GMA3.
Spooky! Happy Halloween! The candy is flowing. Yep. The costumes are out. I've had to do a couple of double takes with our colleagues because I wasn't sure who's who. Seeing a couple of them in the studio right now. But happy Halloween, my friend.
Happy Halloween.
I'm Morgan Norwood. So good to be with you.
Likewise, I am Will Reeve here with Dr. Tara Narula. Glad you can join us on this Friday. It is Halloween. We got a lot in store for you.
Coming up as we count down to GMA's 50th birthday, we're celebrating 50 years of cooking, looking back at some of our favorite dishes with some of the best chefs in the world.
Looking forward to that, and we'll examine the science of fear. And some of us love a good scare. Not me.
Not me.
Same. No way. Whether it's a haunted house or a scary movie, of course, Dr. Tara Narula is here to explain what's behind that, what it does to our bodies, and why it can be a good thing as long as it doesn't last too long. That's the key.
Not a good thing for me.
Yes.
Yeah, me neither. Speaking of things that last for a long time, we got to talk about this government shutdown. We're in day 31 now, and the impact, it's deepening as more than 40 million people face losing food benefits. A key federal program, SNAP, is set to run out of money tomorrow. And Jay O'Brien is at a food bank in Washington with those details. Jay, good afternoon.
Yeah, Will, good afternoon. 1 month into this government shutdown now, the clock ticking down for 42 million Americans who are set to lose critical SNAP food assistance. We're here at the Capital Area Food Bank where they're boxing up meals. Earlier, they were sending out pallets to distribution sites across Washington, D.C., Maryland, Virginia, helping feed both unpaid federal workers and some of those tens of millions who are set to lose critical SNAP food assistance. Organizers here telling us that they compare this moment, the need and the anxiety, to the early days of the pandemic. Meantime, the Trump administration is defending its reversal, its decision not to use emergency funds in the Department of Agriculture's coffers because they believe they're not legally allowed to cover SNAP. Democrats point out that in previous shutdowns for SNAP's 60-year history, it's never run out of funding, and they believe the administration could find a way to keep the program afloat. There's an ongoing lawsuit about that. Meantime, some 1.4 million federal workers are still going without pay. There is no end in sight to this shutdown on Capitol Hill. And members of Congress are still getting paid by law. Their next check, Will, goes out tomorrow.
Sure does, first of the month. And that map in red there was a dire visual representation of what's going on. It's a critical weekend for SNAP, but also this weekend, more than 20 million Americans are who get their health insurance through Obamacare. They're going to start to see how much those insurance costs could skyrocket. Jay, what's happening there?
Yeah, this weekend is when Obamacare open enrollment begins, when some 20 million Americans could see insurance premiums double, quadruple in some cases. Democrats say that's why they're holding out in this shutdown. They want Republicans to negotiate with them on health care. Some Republicans have acknowledged, even Vice President J.D. Vance yesterday, saying that he was, quote unquote, very worried about these skyrocketing premiums. But GOP leaders say they still won't negotiate with Democrats while the government is shut down. Will.
Okay, Jay, thank you so much. There at a food bank in D.C. for us.
And now to Sean Diddy Combs, transferred yesterday to a federal prison in New Jersey to serve his 4-year sentence on prostitution charges. Chief investigative correspondent Aaron Katersky is here with more. Aaron.
Hey, Doc. Sean Combs is now settling into a New Jersey prison where he's going to serve his 4-year sentence. He arrived at FCI Fort Dix, the low-security prison he requested because it offers a special drug treatment program. If he completes that successfully, it could knock off some of the time he has to serve. Combs is also working on an appeal of his sentence and conviction on 2 counts of transportation for the purposes of prostitution. His lawyers are going to argue the law was misapplied because Combs did not intend to profit but only watch male escorts have sex with his girlfriends. And his lawyers have asked the court to fast-track that appeal, arguing the normal course could outlast Combs' sentence. In addition to the drug program, Combs is going to get credit for 13 months of time served. For now, the Bureau of Prisons says Combs could be released, guys, in May of 2028.
All right, Aaron, thank you so much. Well, now we turn to another big weekend of NFL action. ESPN radio host Michelle Smallman is joining us now with what to watch for. Okay, so we've got a pretty big matchup here. We got the Bills and the Chiefs. Playoff action is hinging on this as well. Talk to us about that.
Absolutely. Whenever we get the NFL schedule, we look for this one. It's a marquee matchup because you have two of the best quarterbacks in the NFL. Patrick Mahomes, of course, the greatest quarterback of this generation, versus the reigning MVP in Josh Allen. And this is a lopsided affair when it comes to regular season versus playoffs, though. The Bills typically take this one 4-1 in the regular season, while they're 0-4 versus the Chiefs in the playoffs. But like you mentioned, this is important because playoff seeding matters. And both of these 5-win teams are looking to win their division and shore up that playoff spot.
Yeah, 5th and 7th, so really close margins there. What's the one player that you're really excited to watch this Sunday?
It has to be Jonathan Taylor. 7-1, the Indianapolis Colts are the surprise of the NFL season, and he has been spectacular. He's leading the NFL in most offensive categories, including touchdowns. So you want to be sure to tune into Jonathan Taylor. He's the likely MVP of the NFL season as a running back.
Yeah. We've also got the Cowboys taking on the Cardinals Monday night. That's football action that you can see right here on ABC and ESPN. Talk to us a little bit about that game, what we're watching for. This is another matchup that a lot of fans are going to be zoning in on this.
For sure, because the Dallas Cowboys are going to have some choices to make. So they're sitting there right now at 3-4-1, and if they win against the Arizona Cardinals, you might think, okay, the NFC East is usually in flux. We don't have a repeat champion in that division historically, but 3 of their next 5 matchups are against the Chiefs, the Bills, and the Lions. 3 tough matchups out of their next 5. So they're going to have to decide if they want to go for it at the trade deadline next week or move on from some pieces.
So long story short, the stakes are high, regardless of which game.
Absolutely.
It's the NFL. The stakes are high all the time. There's only 17 games. And can I just say, Michelle, you and I used to work together at ESPN, and being with you here on this couch is a treat for me. Michelle was always cooler and smarter than I was. That remains true to this day.
Honestly, nothing's changed.
So, yeah, exactly. So thank you for being here and pointing that out.
Thanks for having me.
So great to have you. Remember, you can see the Cowboys take on the Cardinals Monday Night Football right here on ABC and ESPN. The action starts at 8 Eastern. And don't forget Vibe Check. New episodes every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern on Disney+. And coming up in Pop News, of course, we're celebrating Halloween with a Scream. All the details on the beloved horror franchise that's now coming back to the big screen. Looking forward to that.
Back now with Pop News and Will Gans.
Yes, and we have got a Jurassic-sized Pop News for you today, which inspired this look right here, baby.
Twinsies.
Yeah.
Nice. Very well done.
Thank you. I'm pretty impressed with myself. I think it turned out all right.
Can you take a picture of us and then we'll digitize it and put it on the...
I don't know if there's film in here. We'll see.
Sorry,
Ready?
okay.
1, 2... Maybe not.
4. Okay, continue with Pop News.
It looks like it should. How about we start with the Scream, though, if not Jurassic World and Jonathan Bailey. Just in time for Halloween, the beloved horror movie franchise Scream has scared up some excitement with the release of the trailer for the 7th Scream movie, and Sidney Prescott is back in the line of fire with a new ghost face, hell-bent on revenge. Check it out.
Hello?
Hello, Sidney. Did you miss me? Nice little town you found. You and your pretty daughter reminds me of where we grew up. Oh, I'm not hiding, Sidney. Not this time.
Woo! The movie also sees the return of Courtney Cox as Gale Weathers and a whole new generation of teens about to be terrorized. The synopsis for the movie says that after Sydney built a new life for herself, her darkest fears are realized as her daughter becomes Ghostface's next target, and Sydney must face the horrors of her past to put an end to the bloodshed once and for all. Scream 7 hits theaters February 27th, 2026.
Oh, my goodness. It takes me back.
I know. It's the first one came out in 1996, so this will be the 30-year anniversary.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, incredible. Excited for that. And anything that Nev Campbell's doing, sign me up. All right, now this is Halloween, so we have to get into the spirit. Take a look.
This is Halloween, this is Halloween. Pumpkins scream in the mirror.
As people around the country gear up to go trick-or-treating, the New York Botanical Gardens is embracing the season with their second annual Nightmare Before Christmas light trail. And just a few days ago, the voice of Jack Skellington himself, Chris Sarandon, took a trip down memory lane with a visit to the gardens to see the display in person. The trail this year is longer with more surprises and over 8,000 square feet of light installations. And the producing team behind the event has expanded to Austin, Texas, so more people than ever can step into the world that Disney and Tim Burton created over 30 years ago. The light trail at the New York Botanical Gardens runs through November 30th.
Nice. I want to go.
You absolutely should. You can make a whole afternoon out of it because Fordham University's right there. Shout out to my alma mater as well. Yes, go Rams. Also Arthur Avenue, so you can get some great Italian food.
My favorite.
Do all of the above, and the zoo's there too. So
is it scary for kids, or kids can go?
No,
through
this no.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, you would love it. Also, the holiday train show's coming up too. So if it is a little spooky,
that's a great one.
Yeah,
that one I've been to.
Christmas. Yes. All right, finally get ready to set sail for spooky season because one house in Idaho is going viral for their eerily accurate display of the movie Titanic. Tyler Bush and Michael Mann spent weeks turning their home into the ship of dreams with details that are making fans sing "My Heart Will Go On." From the life-size ocean liner to the skeleton band playing on as the ship goes down, and of course an afterlife version of Jack and Rose floating on that infamous door. The house exploding in popularity on TikTok, bringing people from all over the state to drive by to see the haunted ship in person. Tyler and Michael told ABC station KIVI that this is just the beginning of their holiday decor. Next up, Nightmare Before Christmas.
I love to see people go all the way out.
Yeah, exactly.
To the door.
Well, the thing is like people go so big for Christmas, you know, why not here too?
Yeah.
And by the way, I did get a picture off.
It hasn't quite developed yet, but I've been shaking it.
Like a Polaroid picture.
We have to go to commercial break, but when we come back, you can see us in a different light.
Selfie.
1, 2, 3.
Oh. There we go.
Can't wait to see it. Well, coming up, next stop on our 50 States in 50 Weeks tour is Louisiana, and we're headed to New Orleans just in time for Halloween.
Back now with our series 50 States in 50 Weeks, America the Beautiful. This time we're in Louisiana, and our friend Cameron Matheson is bringing us to New Orleans just in time for Halloween. Cameron, you were dressed as a skeleton before. Emerge from whatever you're behind and show us what you got. How you doing?
Okay, I'll jump up. No, I'm here with my Halloween crew, guys. You guys having a good time? Listen, it's Halloween. We're starting early. It's fantastic. New Orleans, obviously, lots of celebration here. We've got the Crew of Boo Parade. It's the official parade that rolls through New Orleans. And we're out in front of this iconic skeleton house, which we'll be talking more about later. I mean, I think we can agree that every day in New Orleans is like no other, but nobody does Halloween like this city. Costumes, floats, and marching bands filling the streets of New Orleans.
Seeing what everyone's wearing.
Yes.
That's a lot of fun.
Nope, this isn't Mardi Gras, it's Crew of Boo, a spooky Halloween parade rolling through the iconic French Quarter.
This parade is Mardi Gras in October.
Hundreds of parade riders gather to put on elaborate costumes and face paint for the festivities that creep into the night.
Each year gets bigger and better. People come in from all over the country.
The parade was started by the late Blaine Kern, known for his production of Mardi Gras floats. Now, his son Brian is keeping the tradition alive.
After Katrina, my dad decided he wanted to do this parade, and part of the proceeds would go to first responders.
Crew of Boo now carving out its place in New Orleans' rich history of parades.
In our first year, we only had like less than 200 riders. Now we have over 500. We only had like 10 marching bands. Now we have close to 50. So that first parade went by in like 30 minutes.
Now, for more than 3 hours, thousands of spectators line the streets.
We love catching all the stuff and going through all of it when we get home.
And while there are some beads, this parade is known for mostly throwing food.
We throw treats because we're Halloween. We throw local products like Zapp's potato chips, moon pies from Chattanooga Bakery. I want people to pick up stuff and go, well, I can use this, so I can bring it home.
For Kern, he hopes people walk away with a treat and a sense of tradition. And there's a reason I'm dressed up as a skeleton here. Of course, like I mentioned, we're out here in front of the iconic skeleton house, and these are the masterminds behind these elaborate decorations. This is Llewellyn and Daryl Berger. Thank you for having us here in your home. Tell us about that. How did this all start?
Well, it all started with one And then he looked a little sad on my branch outside,
Okay.
and I put 4 more gymnasts in the yard. After that, every year I started adding and adding. And then after Katrina, I said, I've got to really do something to bring everybody back to the town. So
You stepped it up. How many in total, about, approximately?
I've never counted.
Oh, you never counted. Well, I'm gonna count a little bit later. But when do you start decorating? When does it all begin?
Usually after Labor Day, I start thinking about my themes and what I'm going to add. Then I do manicures, pedicures, and add Mardi Gras beads if they have eyes.
It's pretty amazing. After Labor Day, is that about when you guys start decorating for Halloween as well? After Labor Day?
It's like day of for me, but
Same.
actually, we gotta go. I'm gonna go set up mine right now. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to GMA3.
You heard him. Welcome back to GMA3. We have a really big week coming up on GMA, starting with Monday's celebration we've been waiting for 50 years, really. It's 50 years of GMA with our favorite moments. We have great guests, so much more, and we have a special live performance by the one and only Patti LaBelle.
Oh, so looking forward to that. The legend there. And then on Tuesday, Sydney Sweeney is here, fresh off the rave reviews for her performance in Christie. Critics praising her transformation into a boxer.
And Janelle James is here on Wednesday. The principal of Abbott Elementary will tell us what's coming up on the hit comedy. She's always so much fun when she's here.
Yes, looking forward to that. We do turn now to a GMA health alert about the science of fear on this Halloween. Why do our hearts race, our palms sweat, our pupils dilate when we get scared? And why do some people actually like it? Dr. Narula, you're our chief medical correspondent. Tell us about what this does to our bodies. I know what it does to me, all of those things, and it makes me want to run away.
Yeah, no, it's so interesting. So fear is actually an innate, hardwired response, an evolutionary adaptation to help us survive. So when you feel afraid, your body goes into that fight, flight, or what we call freeze mode to essentially help you live. And so what happens is your amygdala, this sort of deep-seated area in your brain, is the area that detects and responds to emotion and processes it. So what we see and what we feel. And it sounds the alarm. And that signals a cascade of those cortisol and adrenaline hormones that causes our pupils to dilate, heart to race, muscles to tense, digestion and everything non-essential to stop, all really in the effort to help us survive and live what really might be an incoming threat.
So our body's trying to help us there.
Exactly.
What about these people? I have people in my life, you guys probably do too, who look to be scared. They chase scares and frights all around. They love scary movies. They're big into the scary version of Halloween. What's the science behind the people who seek out those scary situations?
Or even the people who just like the haunted houses or the horror movies.
Oh.
Yes, and not me. But so it's interesting as well, when you think about the hormones that are released, in addition to cortisol and adrenaline, you release dopamine and endorphins. Now, these are pleasure, reward hormones that we also release when we're happy or joyful.
Right.
And so you can imagine, once you realize this is actually not a real threat and that alarm is turned off, you're still left with that flood of pleasurable hormones, that arousal state. So for some people, that's why they like it. For others, it's a social bonding situation. So you go into a haunted house together, you come out, you survive, and you may release oxytocin, which is kind of a bonding hormone. For others, there's the pleasure of knowing I survived something that really I was afraid of. And so that makes you feel happy. So there are a lot of reasons why people may seek it out. We all have that kind of sweet spot of where we find fear to be pleasurable or not.
But mine's at 0.
Yeah, mine is negative.
I'm kind of in the middle. I just don't do the blood and the guts and the gore of it all. But at what point is all of this a little too harmful when it comes to thrill seeking?
Yeah, well, when you think about when it progresses into anxiety, and that's really where you release those same hormones and you have that same reaction, but it's really not a threat, not a real threat at least. And so in those situations when you're feeling yourself being turned on in that mode and you want to kind of turn it off, then there are certain things you can do. I think the first is breathing exercises. So we talk about taking 4 to 6 seconds of deep breaths in, 5 to 6 seconds of deep breaths out. Another technique would be mindfulness, meditation, yoga, tai chi. Even exercise like quick jumping jacks can help turn off that response. Temperature changes, so warm heating pad or warm cup of tea or even a cold ice pack can help you get out of that mode. Drawing, writing, or painting.
I'll get you a cold ice pack, Will.
I couldn't hold in my laughter. I'm imagining myself watching a scary movie
With a heating pad
and then
on?
starting to do jumping, like, whoa!
Heating pad, ice pack. But it does work when you're really anxious. And then the last...
I'm going to try it.
You should try it. The last exercise I love is part of the grounding technique, where you essentially focus on your senses to bring you into the present moment. So you're going to notice 5 things you see, 4 things you feel, 3 things you hear, 2 things you smell, and 1 thing you taste. And that's a really great exercise in general when you're stressed out in life to bring you into the moment.
I'm definitely going to try that tonight because I think I have some Halloween
Get
plans.
yourself an ice pack.
Get myself an ice pack. I'm going to need one after those jumping jacks.
For the jumping jacks. There you go.
Thank you, Dr. C. All right, well, coming up, we're talking 50 years of food and fun right here on GMA. Stay with us.
Lots of hot pepper. This is amazing. Take a little bit of the Creole seasoning.
Happy birthday, Good Morning America. 50 years. It's hard to believe.
Happy 50th anniversary. Good Morning America.
Thank you, Emeril Lagasse and Wolfgang Puck. They're just 2 of the extraordinary chefs who've cooked for us here on GMA. It's like we have the who's who coming through around here. And as we're counting down to GMA's big 50th birthday celebration on Monday, our buddy Michael Strahan has a look back at some of our favorite food memories on the show.
We ready, everybody?
This is amazing.
Oh, yeah. That's good.
We've been cooking. You got to rub these ribs. That's how you do it. And eating.
Boy, that is good.
For 50 years.
Lots of hot pepper.
Oh, it's terrific.
Quick and easy,
Quick and easy, but also delicious.
Melba, what do you think?
This is make you want to smack your mama good.
Can you match that, chef? One more. Come on. Come on, Chef Boyardee.
And boy, have we been hungry.
That smells so good already.
Oh, yeah.
Really good.
Like our
Sausage in that stuffing.
Yeah.
Jamie Oliver, we're going to make chicken pot pie.
This is my favorite part of the morning.
I got to loosen my jacket because he brings good food, too.
I'm walking with a hot dog. Come on, let's go.
All right. As one does. I have legitimately learned to cook during my many years at GMA. And it's spatchcocking? It's spatchcocking. That's absolutely great. I did not know how to boil water, basically, before I started this job.
What you do is throw your bagel in. Now you can decide whether you want one side toasted. You go for it, whatever you want. When it's done, it slides out. No more sticking a fork in top. Electrocution is a thing of the past.
From the light,
It's low cal and low carb.
to the heavy.
The secret ingredient
That's a lot of butter.
47-layer dip.
Why not?
I would probably be 10 pounds lighter if it were not for Good Morning America and all the cooking.
From the sweet,
Cover it in sprinkles, it's gonna look good.
This is a true classic oatmeal cookie. It's called the Inside Out Liège waffle.
Ooh.
And
I don't even know what it means, but everybody's going woo around here. To the messy.
Help me, please. Whoa, I'm telling you, that thing's out of control.
We need to leave it to the experts because when we do the cooking, it's not so good. Not so good.
I'm not sure that this is architecturally sound.
I love this recipe because you don't need a mixer. You know?
Yeah, you do. You need me. There was the elegant.
Everyone needs a little fantasy in their life, a little glamour. A rare, and I should say rather expensive ingredient, the treasured white truffle. We bought this for,
I think, $80 an ounce or something like that.
$80 or $90 an ounce.
Everybody asks me, what perfume you like the most? I say white truffle. I could have rubbed it over my body.
It's an expensive sachet.
In the bazaar. Wait for it. There it is.
The diet includes a lot of fresh vegetables and seafood every day, mainly sardines.
We even helped break the Guinness World Record for most cookies iced in an hour.
the official number is 1,696 cookies.
And even cooked food so good, we just had to sing about it.
We're gonna fry this chicken, yes we are. I'm getting ready for my backup. Fry this chicken.
We also featured the early years of some of the culinary world's most esteemed chefs, like Julia Child.
You couldn't have anything better. This is Julia Child. Bon appetit.
Who became our very first cooking correspondent in 1980.
Towards you.
Oh, I see, like this.
There's been Emeril Lagasse.
Take a little bit of the Creole seasoning. Bam!
Emeril Lagasse, everybody, please.
Thank you. Wolfgang Puck.
Well, we're gonna make a luxurious hamburger today.
Rachel Ray.
This is a stovetop spinach and artichoke dip.
Carla Hall.
Carla, you are not playing.
that yummy?
I like that a lot, Carlo.
Michael Simon.
Michael, this is honestly some of the best I've had.
And Food Network star Sarah Moulton started as our kitchen assistant working behind the scenes.
If you see the word ham all by itself, it means the back leg of the animal.
If Wolfgang and Julia look good, it's because of Sarah.
I have a great annual tradition. My friend Ming Tsai comes and cooks for Chinese New Year. Every year it's a different dish. Every year it's a great history lesson as well, and I love to see Ming.
Oranges are sweetness and good luck, so always give oranges if you go to someone's house.
Okay.
We even invited some famous faces to our GMA table, from Michelle Obama
I enjoyed cooking.
to Sesame Street.
Okay, now we got to put the red stuff. Whoa, sorry, Cookie, I'm smoking.
And the Muppets.
How long in the oven at what time?
Oh my God, at this point, who really cares?
Who cares?
Some celebrities really help wake us up.
This is your old family recipe. Yeah. This is Martha Washington's chocolate balls.
Some red wine. Just kidding. It's a little early.
You know, we can throw this stuff on here really fast.
So just keep it coming? A little bit of everything?
Yeah, throw that deal on there.
Okay.
We can use this later, too, I swear.
But we also hit the road to discover what makes this country taste so good.
Another thing you should know about Memphis, Tennessee, they know how to do their ribs in this part of the country.
Wet or dry, they're great.
You can't go wrong.
My rib of preference is more.
And search far and wide for the best of the best.
United States of Tacos takes us to Dallas.
Yeah. Our question is, where is the best pizza in Philly?
For our traditional burger, we make a nice sriracha mayo.
With hometown chefs going head-to-head in winner-take-all cook-offs.
I am proud to present you with the Golden Spatula.
But through it all, what's been our secret ingredient?
The secret ingredient is dried basil.
No secret no more. You
No
just gave
secret,
it up? No, not that. It's all of us coming together with good food and even better people.
Our anchors have tried
A little bit of pecorino romano.
Really?
There's
really
something
good.
about this fills my burger satisfaction.
Yeah.
Literally everyone's enjoying the food right now.
Second I get off here, I'm gonna eat some of this.
I love it. I always eat the food.
so
Whenever
hungry
the
now,
whenever the
though.
cart goes by, I'm always grabbing something. That's awesome. More food coming up in our future here at GMA. And on our future at GMA3, we have the cast of Beetlejuice here. They are giving us the scoop on the musical's return to Broadway. And we've got a performance from the show on this Halloween. Yum. We'll be right back.
We are back now with the stars of the Broadway musical Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. Did I nail it?
I'm here.
He's here.
I'm here.
And we are so happy to have them here, returning for a lucky number 13 weeks of performances. We've got Justin, Collette, and Isabella Esler here. Welcome to GMA3.
Thank you for having us.
And happy Halloween as well.
And to you.
So, Justin, you play Beetlejuice, of course. We're talking 40 years of the character that so many people love all year round. What goes into that role, and what does it mean to play a role that so many fans are loving?
I think there's just a lot of baked-in goodwill for the fans with this role because, I mean, I grew up loving the character, loving the cartoons, loving the movie, and so I knew who this person was, and to get to play him is an honor. He's just such a raw, vulnerable nerve of a human being. And I think doing that every night is just like scream therapy. It's very enjoyable. And I think people connect to that part about him, which is why I think he's lasted this long.
Yeah, you get to leave it all out there every night.
Yeah, it's not super subtle.
Right.
It's
No,
like
not
a
at all.
delicate balance. It's a lot of
Definitely not.
crashing and banging.
And Isabella, you made your Broadway debut this month. Congratulations just on that fact alone. How does it feel to bring your character, Lydia Dietz, to the Great White Way?
It's crazy. I love this show so much, and it feels like a very big, like, full circle moment for me because I did the show on tour 2 years ago, and that like changed my life and is the reason that I have a career. And so it feels really amazing to be able to like come back to the role and to a show that I love so much, that I have such great memories with in New York.
Awesome.
Absolutely. And every Beetlejuice, movie or performance is like Halloween, right? But you say that Halloween is actually your favorite holiday.
Yeah.
This is also really full circle for you as well.
Yes. Yeah, it definitely is. When we were on tour, just the entire month of October was my favorite because every single performance, like, the fans were so crazy. They were all dressed up. We had the best fan art. Like, just audience participation was so great. And yeah, Halloween was always my favorite. So I'm really excited for tonight to be in New York. Yeah.
Justin, we heard that every night on stage you perform one particular homage to the original Michael Keaton and Beetlejuice. Can you tell us about that?
I can't believe it. Yes. So there's one thing that I totally ripped off from the movies, and it's the smallest thing. It's he does this run when he's going to make Italian food for the Maitlands, where he looks like he's like just gotten off a horse, and he's like running like this towards the grave. And right there, yeah. I thought it was the funniest thing I've ever seen. And so every single night when I get a chance to move around the stage, I do this weird little spider leg crawl that he does when he's so excited to cook them Italian.
Yeah. And people recognize it in the audience?
I don't think so.
Well,
no, I don't. I hope they do now. They do now. Secret's out.
And those who are watching and learning about Beetlejuice for the first time, now you know that little secret, and you can go see it on Broadway because it's back at the Palace Theater only until January 3rd. And right now, Isabella here has a frightfully good Halloween performance of one of the musical's many hit numbers. Isabella, can't wait to hear this. Take it away.
Hey mom, dad, mom, I need a little hope here. I'm probably talking to myself here, but then mom, I gotta ask, are you really in the ground? 'Cause I feel you all around me. Are you here, dead mom, dead mom, dead mom? I'm tired of trying to iron out my creases. I'm a bunch of broken pieces. It was you who made me whole. Every day Dad's staring at me like a hurry up, get happy, move along, forget about your mom. 'Cause Daddy's in denial, Daddy doesn't wanna feel. He wants me to smile and clap like a performing seal. Ignored it for a while, but Daddy's lost his mind for real. You won't believe the mess that we've become. You're my home, my destination. I'm your clone, your strange creation. You held my hand, and life came easy. No jokes don't land, and no one sees me. Nothing seems to fit. Mama, is this it? Are you receiving? I want something to believe in, or I'm not. Take me where my soul can run, or I'll be in my bedroom. Wake me when I'm 21. Daddy's moving forward. Daddy didn't lose your mom. Mama, won't you send a sign? I'm running out of hope and time. A flick of mice, a lightning strike, or drop a nuclear bomb. No more playing Daddy's game. I'll go insane if things don't change. Whatever it takes to make him say your name, dead mom.
Thanks so much to Beetlejuice star Isabella Esler for that fantastic performance.
And for more news, check out What You Need to Know anytime on Disney+.
Have a happy Halloween and a great weekend.
GMA3,
Happy
GMA3,
Halloween.
GMA3.